Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to another special edition of Celebrating Success one signature at a time back here at Greeneville High School with softball senior Kaley Garland, who's signing to play at Emory and Henry. Kaley, the day's here. How does it feel?
It feels great. I'm super excited about everything.
Now let's talk about softball up to this point too. First of all, before we get into Greeneville and your transition and everything, softball itself, what about softball has just made you fall in love with the sport over the years that's led to this day?
I've played softball for as long as I can remember, and I work with my dad a lot, and it's something that I really enjoy, and to be able to play at a collegiate level while also getting the best education, it just means a lot to me.
And we'll talk about Greeneville in just a minute, but I want to talk about your transition too, because you came over here, I believe, your sophomore year. So you've been at Greeneville for 2 years now, but for the longest time, nobody had known the name Kaley Garland, but everybody knew the name pretty quickly after seeing your talent on the field for Greeneville. So talk about that transition from Texas to Tennessee and how you kind of became acquainted here at Greeneville High School.
It was a rough start, but I felt really at home really easily. The girls let me in really fast, and I've had so many friendships from this experience, and I've really grown as a leader as being a Lady Devil.
And what about Greeneville too? How did you all find out about Greeneville whenever you were landing in Tennessee and looking for a new school to attend?
Well, we found land out here, and Kyla Job reached out to me, and we talked about Greeneville, and we talked about what I could bring to the table here, and it really was, I think, the best fit for me.
And nice to get a Kyla Job mention in there too, doing great things at the
Yeah.
collegiate level right now also. But your transition into softball moving from Texas to Tennessee, it's kind of a question that I had also, because I know that sports are different in areas. Was softball different in Texas than it is here in Tennessee?
Very. I think it was more competitive in Texas, but it was just a really big change from moving there to here. Travel ball was very intense in Texas. I was on one of the best travel ball teams in the area in Texas. Here, you got to move a little farther. You got to go to different states, and it was tough to learn, but once I got in that, I found a good travel ball team, and I'm really happy.
What about the sport of softball itself that was different going from Texas to Tennessee?
The pitching was a big thing. The pitching in Texas was you face D1 all the time.
Okay.
And here it slowed down a little bit, but you can still hit dingers. So.
Yeah. Moving to Greeneville, also being a Green Devil for 2 years now, going into your senior year. How much has it meant to you to play for Greeneville in these 2 years going into your senior year now?
Feels great. I get to try to beat myself out every single year, and that's my goal. I just really enjoy that.
And then going into your senior year also, I know it's amazing to be able to sign and extend your career further here with Emory and Henry, but you've still got a season left at Greeneville too. So going into your senior season, what are some of your goals that you have in mind?
Goals, I want to steal more bases. I didn't get the opportunity to steal a lot last year, but I'm going to be faster this year. I'm actually going to steal. I want to beat all my records that I had previous years. Less strikeouts. I only had 9 last year, but I want to get less. And I just want to hit dingers.
Yeah, well, it's hard to steal bases when you're hitting dingers all the time too.
I'll get it done.
That's all right. But talk about Emory and Henry. What about Emory and Henry that stood out the most to you that made you want to attend for the next 4 years?
Last year, they were only 1 game away from making the national tournament, and they have a growing program, and that's really what I was looking for, and I really want to contribute to that. And them having a great PT program is just a bonus for me because I really want to be a physical therapist.
Well, there you go. That was my next question leading into being a student athlete. Of course, student comes first in the term student athlete. So what about PT strikes you the most?
I really like working with people and helping them get more mobile, and that's really my goal. I really like to help people in that aspect.
And I know the last question I'll have for you also is leading into this as we see more people file in now. You've kind of been leading up to this day for the longest time, and now that you've got friends and family surrounding you, how much does it mean to have the support that you have on such a special day like this?
It means the world to me. I'm really glad that I have all my girls here and my entire family. It just means a lot to be able to celebrate with them.
Last question. Is that the official paper?
Yes.
That's cool. You usually don't see the official papers. Usually they just have a white piece of paper
I
and
wanted
sign.
to have something cool, so I just.
It's cool. You don't get to see those very often here. But
Yeah.
Kaley, once again, congratulations. This is just the beginning, too. We'll have the actual ceremony coming up right after this, but we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone. Welcome back to our original series, celebrating success one signature at a time here at Greeneville High School today with a cast of Greeneville football players. And first, we've got quarterback Caden Baugh, Class 4A Mr. Football signing with VMI. Caden, it's great to be here with you today.
Yes, sir. You too, Coach.
Tell me, how does it feel to sign today? I know the day's here. I know that it's something that you've looked forward to all this time, and you're only moments away from signing to continue your football career. So how does that feel in the moment?
You know, it feels great. You know, I grew up wanting to play college football and to play at Greeneville High School, and to be able to, you know, get those accomplishments is nice.
And it's nice to be able to do both. Let's talk about Greeneville before going into VMI. I mean, a decorated Greeneville career you go through here, and you look at all of your milestones: 2025 Class 4A Mr. Football, Tennessee Sports Writer Association All-State this year, Region 1 4A Player of the Year, Region 1 4A Offensive Player of the Year last year, 73% completion percentage in your career, 4,453 yards, 57 passing touchdowns, 2,523 rushing yards, 38 rushing touchdowns, for a total of 6,976 total yards and 95 total touchdowns. I mean, you're not going to find many players with more of a decorated career with that. How passionate have you been about Greeneville football your whole life?
You know, just seeing the guys I've watched before grow up here, you know, Kay, that's a big one. You know, my dad played here, and to be able to come in here and work every day as a Green Devil, you know, it's been a blessing. And, you know, I cherish every moment.
And I know that you've not only had a decorated career, but so much success too. I don't have your winning percentage through your career here, but that's something I think people will label you as a winner. And you've been able to win a lot of football games, have deep playoff runs too. What does that mean to not only have that success, but to be able to pave the road for the ones behind you that will end up being successful after you?
You know, Coach Bradley put on me to be a leader this year, you know, and I tried my best at it, gave it all I could, you know, just to lead freshmen through senior, everybody, you know, and I feel like I paved a good way for that, and they'll continue. I know they will.
Well, let's talk about VMI a little bit also. VMI located in Lexington, Virginia in the SoCon Conference, and it's a school that I'm familiar with. I'm an ETSU alumnus, so I've been very familiar with VMI a lot. What was it that struck you the most about that school?
Really, it was Coach Ingram.
Okay.
I like Coach Ingram a lot. You know, he recruited me at Carson Newman and went there, and you know, that's just, I fell in love with Coach Ingram early, and the place is nice. You know, it's a small community. They've got a great fan base. You know, it's a fun place to be.
And then one of the notes I had here too was playing against former teammates. I think you got Drew Armbrister at ETSU. You had former teammates too. I think you had Emmanuel Dixon at Chattanooga and Ajonte Dabbs at Mercer before they transferred away. But to be able to be in a SoCon conference that's been loaded with Greeneville talent before, and you're adding your name to that list, how special is that?
You know, it's really special. All those players right there you named, they're great players, and I get to play with some of them. You know, they were friends, and just to be able to play them once again, you know, it's just like a full circle, and it's awesome.
Absolutely, and I want to talk about some of the coaches that have meant the most to you too. I know your dad has been one of your coaches. Coach Spradlin has, of course, been the head coach through your 4 years here at Greeneville. Who have been a lot of those coaches that have helped transform you into the player that you are now?
You know, Coach Hansel, it's a big one. Coach Hansel, he's been here since I was little. Coach Harris, those guys, you know, just being around him. Coach Trev, got to watch him play when he was in high school and come back here and coach
He
me.
was a SoCon guy.
Yeah, he was, yeah. But just for those guys to be around him my whole life, you know, it's been a blessing.
What's more special, signing here today or these awards that we've got set up here on the table today? Are they all pretty special in their own right?
It's all special, but be able to sign with my teammates, that's the biggest thing. We're all going to the next level, and that was our goal since day one. And to play together for 4 years and continue for 4 more years, it's a blessing.
It's awesome, man. I mean, just the first of many that we'll have here today. Caden, once again, thank you for sitting down with me.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
the day's just started, too. This is just the interview. You'll see him sign here in a minute and take pictures with family and friends here in a moment. But that's Caden Baugh, quarterback committed to VMI. We'll start next with another Green Devil right after this, but we'll take a short break here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Family owned, community loved. More than ink and paper, it's precision. Performance and pride in every project. Always on time, expertly equipped, locally owned. And something new is on the way. Ready for your next big project? Artistic Printers, where quality meets creativity.
This holiday season, give the gift of glow with Merle Norman Cosmetics. Discover our new shades of natural lip oil and lip pencil plus, perfect for creating timeless holiday looks. Explore our beautiful new gift sets ready to make everyone on your list feel special. For over 90 years, Merle Norman has been inspiring beauty across generations. Locally and female-owned and operated, you're more than a customer, you're the heart of what we do. Merle Norman Cosmetics, where beauty feels like home. 819 Tusculum Boulevard in Eastgate Shopping Center.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone. Welcome back to the original series celebrating success one signature at a time. Here with the second Green Devil of 5 today here at Greeneville High School. We've got tight end Colton Smith today signing with the University of Cumberland. Colton, how are you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. I love being out here for these events. Love seeing athletes take their career to the next level, and that's exactly what you're doing today. How does it feel just moments away from signing to do that?
It feels great. I've dreamed of it since I was a little kid. I came here for the work that Greeneville puts us through, and it just feels great to get another 4 years of the sport I love.
I talk about that a little bit too. That's something that I hear a lot of people talk about, is that culture here at Greeneville of putting in the work, multiple practices during the day, multiple lifts. It's something that you don't see at a lot of other schools around the area, and it pays dividends to see 5 players here today that are signing to continue their careers into college. So how much does that work end up coming to fruition on the field and being able to continue your career here?
Yeah, it's a lot of work here. We do it one day at a time. We come in on Sundays to throw with the receivers, the quarterbacks, and we set that up as players, and that just shows that it's not just the coaches that wants to go as far, but it's us too, and that just means a lot.
Let's talk about your Greeneville career a little bit. And unfortunately for your Greeneville career, a lot of it wasn't on the field. You've dealt with injuries a lot throughout football and baseball. You've battled through all of that, and you're still here today signing to continue your college career. So talk about your Greeneville career as a whole and some of the adversity that you've faced in your time here.
Yeah, this spring I had an injury in my foot, and couldn't really drop my head because I knew what the goal was at the end. I knew that my team needed me back. So I just knew that God had a plan for me, kept working, and it paid off.
And let's talk about the tight end position also. It's a different position that has a different dynamic than anything else because, yes, you're a pass-catching receiver, but you're also a blocking lineman on some plays too. So there's that dynamic there that I don't think I've ever discussed with any players before. So tell me a little bit about that dynamic at the tight end position.
Yeah, we get to do a little everything. I think it's the most fun position on the field because we can put someone in the dirt and we can also get in the end zone some. So I love it.
What's more fun, catching passes or putting somebody in the dirt, or is it kind of a 50-50 split?
I don't know. When you get in the end zone, it's pretty fun.
That is right.
When you're laying on top of them, it's even better.
Does it depend on what team you're playing or who you're going against?
Nah, I treat everybody the same.
All right. Let's talk about the University of Cumberland's also located in Williamsburg, Kentucky. What about that school that stood out to you the most when you visited?
So I went up there like a month ago, and the players were so welcoming. Like at lunch, I was in the cafeteria, and everybody was coming up to me. They didn't even know I was a recruit. So it's just the bonds I can build with those guys so fast. And I got 2 other of my boys coming with me, so I think it's going to be a great time up there. And the coaching staff, they're welcoming. I love it up there.
And let's talk about some of the coaches throughout your career here at Greeneville, too, that have helped you out. We spoke about it with Caden, but who are some of the coaches that have helped mold you into the player you are today?
The coach that I think molded me the most was Coach Crawford. You know, he pushed me every day. He was on me all the time, as well as Coach Stradlin, and, you know, having the energy that Coach Harris and Coach Trev brings around, it just keeps us all up and work as hard as we can.
A two-time All-Region player also in Region 1 4A in 2024 and 2025. Tell me about the helmet here that we have sitting on the table here. You've got a lot of different logos on here from, I believe, maybe teams that we've played before. So, and you got, is that a Chili's logo?
Oh, yeah, that's a Chili's.
So, I know Matthew's a big Chili's guy too. So tell me about some of the stickers on the helmet here.
So at the All-Star game, you know, each team got to bring in a sticker from your team, and you know, it was a great time there. I took some stickers from everybody. Chili's actually from Cherokee. I forget what they get a chili for, but I thought I needed a chili on my helmet.
That's pretty sick. But Colton, once again, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. The day's here to be able to sign to continue your football career. We'll continue next with another Green Devil athlete, but first we need to get a commercial break in first. We'll be right back here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
over 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommy's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, continuing our original series, celebrating success one signature at a time. I guess halfway through now with the third of 5 Green Devils today. This time we've got offensive lineman Bishop Merriweather. Bishop, how's it feel, man?
Great.
I mean, you're continuing your football career into the collegiate level. That's something that I know you've probably looked forward to your entire life. So how does it feel now that the day is here?
It's hard. I've always dreamed of it as a kid, younger ages, just to live that dream out, it's just special.
And let's talk about your Greeneville career also. Just the same as everybody else, you've been here the whole entire time. Actually, I believe a 4-year starter on the offensive line. So let's jump into that a little bit. Being thrown into the fire as a freshman right there and starting for 4 years, how much has that experience paid off?
Well, you get thrown in there as a freshman, you kind of don't know what to do. So, Coach Bentley, he helped me coach, and he helped me, be the player I am today.
And talk about that freshman year also, now jumping into this moment in your senior year. How much have you changed and developed in your time here at Greeneville High School?
I wish I could say I could do it over, miss it. Stuff like that,
Now let's talk about Greeneville also and how much it's meant to you throughout your whole entire time here, because you've been decorated so far Tennessee Sports Writer Association All-State Player this year, Region 1 4A Offensive Lineman of the Year this year, Region 1 4A All-Region in 23 and 24, and then looking at the defensive end also, your combined stats through your time here, 30 tackles, 38 assists, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 5 quarterback pressures. So you've been everywhere, not just on the offensive line, but on defense too, and you've been a key member to these Greeneville teams that have been so successful. So how much has your time here meant to you at Greeneville?
It means a lot. Coaches push you, I get to further that with some of my teammates that are coming to the same place. Just means a lot.
I know Coach Bentley was a coach you name dropped also, but who have been some of those other coaches that have helped you a lot in your time here at Greeneville?
I'll say the linebacker cord, Coach, I'd say Pops, Coach Harris and Trev, all them coaches, the energy coaches, I like to say. Coach Ryland, just because it's Coach Ryland.
Got to give him a little shout out.
Yeah, got a little shout out.
But talk about blocking too. I talked about the dynamic with Colton being a tight end and being a pass catcher and a blocker, but you're kind of that dynamic where your offense and defense also. Which one did you enjoy more, offense or defense?
Offense.
Offense. What was it about offensive line that you loved the most?
You just gotta be nasty. Like,
Okay.
everybody can't play offensive line. You gotta be like a certain type of human to play offensive line.
Right, you got to have that dog in you, as a
Gotta
lot
have
of them
it.
say. But let's talk about the University of Cumberland's. It's, of course, located in Williamsburg, Kentucky. What about it stuck out to you the most whenever you visited?
It's kind of tight, like we are here. Here we're like a really tight family. They're kind of tight up there. They try and keep the culture together and stuff. And I'm coming with some of my teammates as well. So like,
How cool is that also? Because not often do you see two teammates go to the same college together, much less three joining Colton Smith and Zorian Harris. So how cool is that to be able to all go up there together?
yeah, that's a very special thing to achieve. You know, just get to keep building that relationship that you have with them.
And I think before we cut this off, too, I think Matthew wanted to get a Nola Chucky reference in there. So grew up as a Trailblazer, too, but will always be a Green Devil at heart. But Bishop, once again, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Look forward to everything that we see from you in the future. You'll see him sign here in just a moment and take pictures with friends and family and celebrate his special day. But we'll go ahead and get one more break in here before we finish the last of three University of Cumberland signings with Zorian Harris. So we'll be right back after this break here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greeneville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreeneville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to our original series celebrating success one signature at a time here with the last of three University of Cumberland signings from Greeneville High School. It's Zorian Harris. Zorian, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But the day's here. How does it feel about to continue your football career into the collegiate level now?
It feels amazing. Like, always as a kid, since I started playing football since I was 8, it's always been a dream to play on the next level.
And I know that Greeneville, of course, helps set you up for that success, too, as we see you and 4 other teammates that are here today signing to continue your careers. Signing with the University of Cumberland's out of Williamsburg, Kentucky. We'll just kind of switch it up and go into the UFC first for your interview. What about the University of Cumberland stuck out to you the most?
It's like Greeneville.
Okay.
It's a tight community. A bunch of people know each other, and just felt familiar.
And how cool is it going with 2 of your other teammates, too? Because I mentioned it just a few moments ago with Bishop. It's not often you see 2 of the same school go, but for it to be 3, that's something special. How cool is it to go in with 2 of your teammates?
It's awesome, honestly. Like, I've been playing with Bishop and Colton for almost my whole life, through elementary school, middle school, now high school, and college. So.
And now it's cool that you get to join Bishop on that offensive line, because a lot of people might know you as a defensive player,
yes,
because
sir.
We'll go into some of your stats here in a minute, but you're actually going to college to be an offensive lineman alongside one of your high school teammates. So how special is that, being able to continue your collegiate career with one of your best friends and teammates growing up in the same position group?
It's definitely something. I would definitely prefer defense, but it's just special.
Same question to him. Did you like offense or defense more?
I like defense more.
You like getting after the quarterback more than
Yeah.
putting somebody in the dirt?
Mm-hmm.
You were pretty good at it, too, looking at your combined stats throughout your career: 54 tackles, 43 assists, 26 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 14 QB pressures, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery. You were a Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State player this year, along with the Region 1 4A Defensive Player of the Year and a Region 1 4A All-Region member in 2024. So quite a decorated career here at Greeneville. How much has it meant for you to wear the green?
It means a lot. Like, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Sometimes when you're in school, you just got to have to deal with the announcement.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just the part of doing interviews during the middle of school. But what has your career here at Greeneville meant to you?
It really means a lot. Like, it's the sport that I've always loved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, since a kid, I played a bunch of sports, trying to find what I loved, and football just ended up being the one.
And I know you mentioned that you like defense more, but of course going in to be an offensive lineman in college, what about blocking is it that you enjoy whenever you strap on the shoulder pads and lock in?
You just have to be nasty, causing chaos on the line, getting force, moving other bodies.
It seems like that's a ongoing trend here, is being nasty at Greeneville. Is that something that the coaches teach you all?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of coaches too, I mean, who are some of those coaches that have meant the most to you and that have helped shape you into who you are today?
Definitely Coach Bentley, Coach Bradlin, like all the coaches, Coach Baugh, Coach Ivy, and yeah.
Zorian, I mean, you've had a decorated career here at Greeneville. It's been so fun to watch you here. We're excited to watch you at the next level now with two of your other teammates up there at the University of Cumberland's. But moments away from the big moment, man. Once again, I appreciate it, man. But we'll have his signing here in just a moment. But we'll need to get one more in first with Laith Ivy committing to Mount St. Joseph's University. So we'll be right back after these messages to get him in here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
In a world that moves fast, there's a place that slows down for good food and good company, where the folks know your name and the food's made from scratch, just like Grandma used to do it. Steak and gravy every day, Friday night fish fry, and prime rib on Saturdays. Burgers stacked high, and sides you'll talk about till next Thursday. And yes, save room for the scratch-made desserts, especially that Heath Bar Gooey. Gathering Place Cafe, homemade, hometown, Greeneville's favorite scratch-made table.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to our original series, celebrating success one signature at a time with the last of the 5 Green Devils that we have to talk to today. This time we have Laith Ivy committing to Mount St. Joseph's University. Laith, thank you for being here, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations. The day's here. I mean, you're moments away from signing to continue your football career into the collegiate level. How does this feel, man?
It feels great. It's all glory to God. I wouldn't be here without God. Just been trying to put my head down and keep faith in Him, and He's got me to where I'm at today.
Now let's talk about everything leading up to this too. Your Greeneville career. You've had, you've not played as much as I think Bishop has. I think maybe only a 2-year starter here at Greeneville, but in that 2 years, you've paved the way to a lot of successful teams and helped quarterback Caden Baugh, of course, that we interviewed first, helped him, and Carson Quillen and some of those other players that you've paved the way for on the offensive line. So how much has your Greeneville career here meant to you?
It's meant everything. I mean, without playing here at Greeneville, I don't think I'd have the opportunities I would. Coach Bradlin worked super hard to give us these opportunities, and I mean, I'm just forever grateful. Greeneville's blessed my life and changed my life. I moved here from Chucky Doak in middle school, and don't regret it at all.
And then spoke about it with Colton also. Working hard is something that Greeneville does a lot. You come in on Sundays, you come in multiple times a day during the summer. How much does that hard work pay off in not only just during the season, but in the off season?
Coach Simp has a great program for us in the weight room, and all the stuff he does with like just the metrics and stuff, how he calculates us and everything. It's a great system, and it really does pay off. He's showed us how it pays off. He puts stats together and shows us the differences from the beginning of the season to the playoffs, and so I just give credit to Coach Simp for that.
Parlaying off what you said right there with him, let's talk about some of the coaches that have meant a lot to you here at Greeneville and that have helped mold you into the athlete you are today. Who are some of those coaches that have helped you the most in your time here as a Green Devil?
Definitely say Coach Bradlin and Coach Harris. They've both been father figures to me and gave me great life lessons and just always checking up on me. They're not putting football first. They care about you as a person first, and I think that's what sets them apart.
I love hearing that. Let's talk about blocking also. We talked about being nasty with Zorian and Bishop, and that's something that I think I need to continue here. What is it about the O-lineman here at Greeneville that helps make you all so successful and kind of paved the way for this day to happen, where 3 of you from the offensive line, and Colton also, who you could say is an offensive lineman, is signing to continue their careers today?
Coach Bentley since my freshman year, he's constantly just installed in us the steps that he wants, and it's the way he goes about it is great. He pushes you to be the best version of yourself. He's not going to let you fall behind. He's not going to let you slack off. It's stuff like that push you to be better, and like, you can't ask for much more from a coach.
The past 2 years, you were Region 1 4A Newcomer of the Year last year in 2024, a Region 1 4A All-Region member in 2025, and your combined stats here on the defensive side, 18 tackles, 18 assists, 6 tackles for loss to sack, PBU, and then 11 quarterback pressures. And I asked those two the same question too. Did you like offense or defense more?
I love offense.
Offense,
it's
okay.
It's great to hit somebody too.
So what is it about offense? Because I wasn't a football player, but growing up when you play in the backyard and stuff, everybody wants the ball. So I love hearing it from an offensive lineman's perspective, where it's not all about getting the ball, it's just hitting somebody. What is it about the offensive line you love so much?
I think it's just more about I know it's my responsibility that if I don't do my job, my teammates ain't gonna score. They're not gonna. I can't make them look good. Like it's my whole job, make them look good. And if I don't do my job, they can't look good.
Let's talk about Mount St. Joseph's University, also located in Cincinnati, Ohio. What was it about Mount St. Joseph's University that stuck out to you and made you want to attend there for the next 4 years?
Mount St. Joseph's, it's in a town called Delhi in Cincinnati. It's honestly just like Greeneville almost, like their campus. It's all in one spot. The Coach Little and Coach Hopperton, they've been texting me every day, just checking in on me and keeping me updated with stuff, and it just reminds me a lot of home, and I think that's why I chose there.
Have you ever been to Cincinnati outside of visiting here?
Never.
Did you visit the campus?
I've been up there twice, yeah.
So I'm assuming you're not a Reds fan, Bengals fan, or anything like that. No. But I'm sure you may go check out some professional games up there also.
Sure.
But unless there's anything else you'd like to add, man, I mean, once again, congratulations on continuing your career from the high school level to the collegiate level and playing the game that you love.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it.
Sir.
So we'll go ahead and get into the signings now. That's all the 5 interviews that we have. So we'll go ahead and let all the athletes put pen to paper right after these breaks here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.